Welcome to the night mode edition of the Mark Jackson Show. I am Mark Jackson, your host. With my dynamic co-host, my guy, it's a tough day for him, so I'm going to bring him in. But he is press conference ready. We're on the YouTube channel. Come and talk to me, and we are prepared to break down tonight's action. Press conference ready, my guy, Bluu. Bring him in, please.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my
right,
gosh,
man?
help us. What did I just watch? What did I just watch, man? What did I just watch, Pops? I got to say, man, first off, because I'm not going to get ahead of myself. First off, shout out to Underdog Fantasy for keeping the lights on. Scan the QR code in the corner and use the promo code MARK. Play the pick'em game. That's our favorite. Go do it right now. Thank you, Underdog Fantasy. And no thank you to the Los Angeles Lakers. Rest in peace. It's time to go to the funeral. It's over, man. What's up, Pops? What did you see, man? Beloved.
No, I tell you what.
What did you see?
I tell you what. I saw a team that fought. I saw a team that competed. I saw a team that wasn't ready to go home. And you got to give them credit. They fell short, and they lost to a championship team, loaded with talent. They execute well, and they never panicked. But the Lakers, they did themselves proud, and you should be proud of the effort. I've seen teams in this league playing and covering the league that folded to 10 and just basically quit. You can tell by the way they showed up, the way they defended, the way they messed with the basketball, messed with the game. The Lakers were prepared and made shot here or there, a missed shot by the Nuggets. It turns things around and it gives the Lakers life, and they have a real chance. So I think as a Laker fan, you got to be proud of the effort.
Have you ever seen? You remember these iPods and like. Nah, I'm just saying, like, we just got things and not gonna use them since DARVIN Ham. Why is Vando on the bench and not playing, man? I understand your breakdown is real, but we gotta break. Let me take my glasses off because you're not ready today, Pops. What we just saw, what are we holding on to timeouts for, man? I need to talk to a coach. What did we see? It's a lot of questions. What is going on? Why did Vando not play? Why are we clearing players for them to not play?
Hold on, you got props?
Oh, I got, yeah.
This dude here is taking the next level.
Come on, man. Why? I just don't understand. What is, if this dude is cleared to play, why is he all the way on the bench? We could have used his defense tonight.
Yeah, you don't know how healthy he was. And you got to use wisdom. So we're on the outside looking in as opposed to understanding what he did. Is he ready? Is he ready to put his body through the toll that it takes to play a playoff game at the end of April? I don't know the answer to that. At the end of the day, they're one stop away again from winning. So when did you think they should have used Vando? At the end of the day, they lost a tough, hard-fought game. Hold your head up and look forward to the future. But I tell you what, also Anthony Davis had every reason to tap out when he hurt his shoulder. Continued to compete. Refused to leave the game. LeBron tweaked his ankle, refused to leave the game. It was a stellar effort by the Lakers. Now the thing is, if you played that way from the jump, you wouldn't have been in a 3-0 hole. So it's unfortunate, but you live and you learn.
Yeah, it was good to see AD push through that injury. I don't know how he got that hurt from that little bump, but injuries happen, so I'm gonna let him off the hook. But
what are you doing, man? I tore my Achilles making a simple play in pickleball. So it happens. Somebody might have said, how did he tear his Achilles just doing something he's done a billion times in his life? Freak accident.
Yeah, you must be cut from the AD cloth or something. I don't know what's going on. Somebody just bumped into you and if I'm switching on the screen and I got time to grab my shoulder and be like, come on, man. Just sub out for a few minutes.
Don't be disrespectful to your pops, man. At 58, I tore my Achilles playing pickleball. That's not my testimony. That's not my body of work historically. So don't do that.
Okay. All right. My bad. I didn't mean. I must have hit a nerve or something. I mean,
No,
I
I'm
didn't mean
saying
to.
you
My
think about
bad.
AD. You think about it, 17 and 15. He was the AD that delivered in this series. If I'd have said this was going to be his numbers during the course of the season, during the course of this series, you'd have been like, I'm taking that. And he was awfully impressive. And I believe played Joker. You look at Joker's number 25, 20, and 9, awfully impressive. But I believe over the course of this series, Anthony Davis played Nikola Jokic to a standstill. So you got to be happy and pleased with his effort and his performance.
I agree, man. Real quick, I gotta remind y'all: go down and like the video, subscribe, and comment. Say something to us, man. We loving it. So, anyways, we're gonna start off with that last play. Amazing shot by Jamal Murray. Can you just break down that play and tell me what you saw?
Well, the difference in the previous game where Jamal Murray hit the game winner, they had LeBron James in the action, so they was able to switch it. And Anthony Davis switched. This time, Austin Reeves tried to fight over the screen. We knew it. You knew exactly what they were going to run, and they put the ball in their two best players' hands and allowed Jamal Murray to make a decision again. And again, makes a tough shot. I think, in hindsight, if I'm in that situation, I can't live with Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic winning the ball game. They're too good, too crafty, too skilled, and too unafraid of the bright lights. I'm going to get the ball out of their hands and force somebody else to take and make a shot. And if they make a shot, clap and say, well done, we're going to Cancun. But I cannot live with Jamal Murray and the Joker playing a two-man game and one of those guys having the ball in their hands as the time is dwindling down. I got to force the issue and have them get rid of the basketball. But a big time player made a big time shot.
Big time shot. Big time shot. But I got a question, man, because it's bothering me. While I was watching the game, I didn't realize what was going on. I honestly just said, okay, maybe I'm tripping. But I watched the end of the game and the Lakers won a challenge and then still proceeded to lose their timeout. What is this rule? What's going on?
Yeah, in order to challenge, you have to have a timeout. And you got to use that timeout in order to challenge. The Lakers was down to 1. They had to use it so they can't get it back. Just a weird rule that I don't agree with. I think it's an unfortunate rule and maybe something that the NBA, the league, and the competition committee revisits in the offseason. But it's unfortunate. Just a weird rule that worked against the Los Angeles Lakers in a crucial moment.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that the league could go but work. It's too late. We already finished. We going to I can't even get excited.
I
Cancun.
got
We
a
going to
question for you.
Cancun, man.
Because
Dang.
if Jamal Murray misses that shot and the Lakers go on to win that ball game, is this the same outfit that you planned on wearing in this night mode edition? I'm just curious.
You asking too many secret questions. Don't ask the magician how he gets the show going. No.
I'm just curious, man. Did you have another outfit just in case?
Did I have another? No, I was just going off the end of the game, the energy of the game, and as soon as that jump shot went in, I saw LeBron scurry off the court, and I was hurt. Cause I was hyped. LeBron hit those 2 free throws. I heard everybody's voice in my head saying, LeBron about to choke. He hit them 2 free throws. It was all lined up for a great story. And then here comes Jamal Murray again.
Well, those
Sending us home,
Cartiers
man.
that you had on,
Huh?
that was press conference ready. You was ready, right?
You know what?
Oh
It's
my
the funeral
goodness.
for the Lakers, man. Bring us back, man. This is crazy. Huh? What happened? Did you
I didn't
say
say
something? Oh,
anything, man.
we
I didn't
live?
say anything.
My bad. You put on my voice. Yeah, so anyways.
Unbelievable.
All right. How big of a disappointment is this season for the Los Angeles Lakers?
It's disappointing. Anytime you believe that you are a championship caliber team and you lose in the first round, first of all, it's disappointing when you're in the play-in. You're not even in the playoffs. They battled through injuries, battled through a frustrating season. They battled through inconsistency on both sides of the floor. So it is a disappointing, frustrating end to the season. And now you look towards the future. LeBron James is going to be able to opt out or opt in. I fully expect him to opt out and then leave his options totally open. It'll be interesting to see whether he comes back in a Laker uniform or whether they have to make the tough decisions moving forward. It's not a good place to be. Not a good place to be.
Yeah, one thing I noticed down the stretch, shout out to Austin Reeves that was hitting big shots. Even D'Lo at the end hit a big layup. But does LeBron not get calls anymore? What's going on?
Yeah, I thought a couple of times turning the corner, getting to the paint, he got hit and didn't get the whistle for whatever reasons. Missed calls or referees felt like there was no contact. I thought that was unfortunate. Getting back to what you're talking about, I thought D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves did a great job, which they should have done earlier in this series, turning down the three-point shot, turning the corner, and getting into the paint. D'Lo did it twice. Austin Reeves did it at least once. And then Austin Reeves and D'Lo both knocked down big threes. Those guys played extremely well and something to build on moving forward. But you have to have them playing with confidence and an edge. Even when LeBron and AD are rolling, they complete them and make life easier for them instead of being inconsistent at times, which we've seen during the course of the season, whether being aggressive or passive offensively.
All right, man. I'm going to wrap it up this way. Last question. Do we see LeBron James in a Lakers jersey next season?
I wish I had that answer. I don't know that answer. I think what LeBron James does, because he's a brilliant businessman, I think he will sit back and weigh his options. It'll be interesting to see what Bronny does. If he comes out, who drafts him, where do they draft him, and then it will force LeBron James' hands whether to join his son with Team X or if it's the Lakers that draft him. I think the game of chess is just starting with where LeBron will ultimately end up.
All right, man. I'm going to just shout out Laker Nation, shout out the Lakers, shout out LeBron, AD. Good season, man. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all competed.
I need some more energy, man. What are you doing? We in a funeral or something? I mean, come on, man.
How do I say goodbye? It's over, man. There's nothing else. What am I supposed to say? They laid it on the line. They went down 4-1, competed every game. I can only complain so much.
Let me ask you a question. As a guy that bleeds purple and gold, are you excited about what's next for the Los Angeles Lakers? Are you confused?
I'm confused, man. It's because for me, I got the same sentiments as a lot of Lakers fans, but I don't want to really just throw people under the bus and just start naming names. But I'm gonna start naming names. What is going on with Darvin? We need to do something about Darvin, man. Either we got to pull him to the side and talk about some of the plans that he got or for this team. I don't agree with a lot of the things that I saw down the stretch of the season. And even in this series, man, it's questionable to say the least. So I'm mild as a Laker fan right now.
Wow.
I'm quiet for now, but I'll come back around next year.
He's a former teammate of mine. He's a good man and a good coach. Just done a good job. They was in the Western Conference Finals last year, and unfortunately got knocked out against the defending champs this year. So it's unfortunate, but I really believe in Darvin Ham as a head coach, and I think he's done a very good job.
Awesome. All right, let's look ahead. We got the Nuggets and the Timberwolves coming up. Joker running into the new Jordan and Ant-Man. What do you see coming into this series?
Please stop with the new Jordan. It's Anthony Edwards. There's no new Jordan. Anthony Edwards, who is a spectacular player, gaining momentum to grabbing the title of being the face of the league, or one of those guys that's in that discussion. I love his swag. I love his confidence. I love his competitive drive and spirit. And his team is rolling right now, and they are following his lead. No nonsense, and embracing every challenge that lies ahead of them. I think it's going to be a tremendous series. Tremendous series. I think Minnesota matches up well against Denver. Again, this time of year we talked about how crucial and how valuable it is to be healthy and whole. This is a Denver Nuggets basketball team that right now is hobbled to a certain extent. And it'll be interesting to see. I think Minnesota will come in with an edge. And it's going to be a great series with some guys that have the ability to take over games on both sides.
All right. As I said,
no, the intriguing thing to me is how do they match up? Does Aaron Gordon guard Anthony Edwards? I was arguing with a guy earlier today. I don't believe that that's the way that they start off. I believe KCP guards Anthony Edwards to start the ball game. Maybe at some point Gordon gets the role of defending him. But if you put Aaron Gordon on Anthony Edwards, then who defends Karl Anthony Towns? So I think you got to make sure you have somebody to limit the damage that Karl Anthony Towns does. That's by putting a bigger body on him. And then KCP is an outstanding defender that can at least make Anthony Edwards work.
What's the keys? What's the keys to this series if you're the Nuggets coming in?
Don't give this young, inexperienced team life. Mike Tyson said everybody got a plan until they get punched. And I think that the plan of the Minnesota Timberwolves has worked masterfully, but they haven't been punched yet. So if you're the Denver Nuggets, game one, you have to send a message to the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is a different league. This is a different level that you faced before. It's a brand new challenge. And you have to put that on full display by getting into them defensively. And then the execution level of the Denver Nuggets is absolutely elite. How do they respond to that?
All right. So let me know. Who wins this series and in how many games?
I don't know how many games, but I will tell you, and with these picks, I'm just picking from the standpoint of what they would say I'm an expert at. I don't care who wins. I don't have a favorite. I don't have a horse in the race in any of these series. But I will pick in this series the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think they match up extremely well. I think they're playing with great confidence. I think they're healthy and whole. I think Rudy Gobert will soon to be a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, can present certain challenges with his length and his athleticism. I think you have another guy that can do the work against Joker and Karl Anthony Towns, and then underrated Naz Reid. So you got 3 big bodies that you can make Joker work with, and then their defenders on the perimeter. They just match up extremely well. Jaden McDaniels has been outstanding, not just as a defender, but a knockdown shooter and scorer. Alexander Walker, another guy that's been knocking down shots and defending. Mike Conley, as underrated a point guard as has been in the history of this league. True professional, high level on the defensive end, knows how to be an orchestrator for that offense. This team is awfully good and clicking on all cylinders right now. So for that reason, I'm going to take the Minnesota Timberwolves to win this series.
I love the fact that you said that you don't have favorites, you don't pick sides, and just that was real professional of you, because I do have favorites and I do pick sides. I never worked for ESPN ABC. I pick sides, and I'm going with the new Jordan, as I said, Ant-Man, to get rid of the Nuggets, because the Nuggets got rid of the Lakers, and I don't want to see the Nuggets keep going. Since they want to send us to Cancun, they going to Cancun too. Yes.
I don't. The reason why I don't pick sides is not because I worked at ESPN. It's because I was a kid raised, and I loved the Knicks as a kid. When I became a pro and played in the league, I no longer had favorite teams. So you live long enough, you go away from favorite teams, you just enjoy the game. That's where I am today, and that's where I'll be moving forward. Unless I'm hired by somebody, then I told you already, the team I root for is the Portland Trailblazers because my daughter Heaven works for them. That's pretty much it. After that, I just pick them how I see it.
I feel it, man. Well, the best thing is, I hear you saying Ant-Man's not Jordan yet, but
no, I didn't say yet. There was nothing after not Jordan. There was no yet or anything else. He's not Michael Jordan. There's only one Michael Jordan, and it's going to stay that way. And I say that respectfully. I love his game, and he's a superstar. He's a great, great basketball player. But there's only one MJ.
It's only one Ant-Man, and I say that respectfully. I'm just saying, they both never lost in the finals.
The dude just won his first playoff series. Can we pump the brakes a little? Can we pump the brakes? I'm pretty positive that Ant-Man would say, pump the brakes.
No, I'm not positive that he would say
in order to get the Mike level, you got to get the Kobe's level.
I'm not gonna disrespect Kobe. Rest his soul. I'm not gonna disrespect Kobe. You bringing in Kobe in here. I'm not gonna talk about Kobe in this conversation. But Ant-Man, we just watched him jump over the top shooting guard in the league, arguably, and now look who's at the top. It's AE.
No. In order to get to Santa Monica going south, you got to pass Sunset. So you got to get to Kobe before you get to Mike. Let's remember that.
And you just lost a lot of people. Everybody don't know the California roads like that. You want to break that down?
They understood what I was saying.
Break that down to the FDR or something? You want to?
No, they understood what I was saying.
All right, man. All right, where are we, man? You got me all over the place, man. Y'all love some Michael Jordan, man. Derek White. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Derek White cooked tonight. What did you see from Derek White? Looking like the superstar.
He is another guy that's underrated in this league. He played in San Antonio, earned everything that was given to him, got traded, elevated his game. He didn't come in as a starter for the Boston Celtics, but he's a starter comfortably right now, and he's clicking on all cylinders, shooting the basketball better than he ever has. He's an elite, absolutely elite defender. You put him and Drew Holiday in that backcourt, you can match them against anybody, any backcourt in the history of the game defensively. I remember talking to Jeff Van Gundy a couple of months ago, and we were trying to say who would we put in the discussion for all-time backcourt defenders as a duo, and it's hard to find a duo better than Drew Holiday and Derek White defensively. It is awfully impressive the way that they can defend at a high level. And Derek White got it going early, knocked down the long ball, scored 38 big points on the road, and led his team to a victory. It was beautiful to see. And I love his demeanor. And I love the fact that he's no nonsense. And he values and treasures the experience. He's enjoying the ride, but he's a no-nonsense guy that embraces the challenges and is having a blast as he knocks them down one by one.
How big was this for the Celtics, seeing that Porzingis would most likely not return to the game in the first half, for them to come together as a team and go get this win?
It shows their depth. We've talked about their lack of depth all season long, but really it shows their depth. When you got a guy in Jason Tatum that's 6'10", 6'11", you can play him at the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. I mean, if you had to. But Al Horford, it shows you another underrated guy that, in my opinion, is a future Hall of Famer, stays ready, can be called upon as a starter, and is comfortable coming in backup minutes behind Porzingis. Interesting thing moving forward, what we talked about in this league this time of year, again, is health. How bad is Porzingis? What are they saying happened? What are they saying is a recovery process? Because he's a valuable piece that adds tremendous versatility to that Boston Celtics basketball team. His size, his ability to shoot the three, his ability to protect the rim, his ability to post up at that foul line at the nail area and take advantage of switches in the pick and roll situation. They have nobody that's like Porzingis in that lineup. So they will miss him dearly if he's not able to bounce back and get back on the court.
Yeah, I'm watching this series, and to me, the Heat just look outmatched. I don't know if that's what you see, but is there anything that the Heat can do to change the outcome and stop themselves from ending up in Cancun?
No, you make a great point, and it's actually in my notes. The Boston Celtics is just a better basketball team. Miami Heat are not healthy and whole. It may be a different story if they were, but no Jimmy Butler. It eliminates their go-to guy that can match up with different guys. No Terry Rozier. It eliminates a guy that can handle the basketball and go get 20-plus points. So they are shorthanded. And what they can do is say we're gonna leave it out on the court. We're gonna compete at a high level. We're gonna be physical. We're gonna play with force. We're gonna play with confidence and a level of aggression that allowed us to win one game already in this series. You can duplicate that, but it's a tall task against this Celtic team. But quite honestly, the Celtics are just a better basketball team right now than the Miami Heat.
Let me ask you, do you smell the po' boys and jambalaya cooking, or is that just the Pelicans?
I don't know what po' boys and jambalaya smell like. I never had it.
Why you gotta step on my joke? That's why I see now I'm on you. I like that little. I like that pink. Is that salmon?
Don't do
Is that
that.
what
Don't
is
do
that?
that. Don't do
What is
that. Don't
that?
do that. Don't do
Oh,
that.
that's nice. Looking like Pepto.
What?
Pep.
Why do you smell the po' boys and the jambalayas? Why you smell it?
Because the Pelicans are getting cooked. They went over your head.
No,
You
no,
didn't
no. I
see.
got it. I got it. I got it. I just wanted you, for the people in the back, I wanted you to explain it. Sometimes
They.
you but
Man, I
they
got it.
didn't get my Santa Monica sunset joke, but they understand po' boys and jambalaya though.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You're in the minority. You're in the minority of people who've never tried a po' boy or jambalaya. You're in the minority. Let me let you know.
Well, are you going to send the New Orleans Pelicans because they're on vacation now? It's a
Yeah.
wrap.
Oh, it's over.
Yes. So where are they headed?
They go. No, I don't know if they're gonna go to Cancun. They may need to go
It's
to New Orleans
over.
first. I know, but I don't know if they're going to Cancun. It's a lot of food in New Orleans. They might go home first. Relax, bubble gum. Calm down.
Oh man, what am I doing?
All
What
right,
am
let
I
me
going to
ask you. Let me ask you. They're going to Cancun. They're going to Cancun. By the way, they out of here. But let me ask you, which team is a better matchup for OKC? The Clippers or the Mavericks?
That's a great question. My answer is going to be based on, again, health this time of year. Because of the lack of health of their best player in Kawhi Leonard, I'm going to say the best matchup for them is the Los Angeles Clippers because they're shorthanded. And I think that the wing defenders of the OKC Thunder can create some problems and make life a little tough for the elite offensive weapons that the Clippers have. So I would say if I'm OKC, even though you don't ask for anybody in particular to see in the playoffs, I would prefer to see the Los Angeles Clippers because they've been inconsistent all year long and because they're not 100% healthy. They're missing Kawhi Leonard, and who knows if and when he'll be back during these playoffs.
All right, with that series tied 2-2, what are you doing if you're the coach of the Oklahoma City Thunder with this rest period?
We're going to chill. We've earned the right to chill, but chill while still coming in and getting our work done. We're not going to put our foot on the gas pedal by scrimmaging or doing anything. No, we're going to get a day off, and we're going to come in and get some shots up. Some of the bench guys are going to play 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, maybe 4-on-4. Maybe some action just to get the juices flowing and get them competing a little bit. But we're not going to do much. And then we're going to spend time maybe going over one or two things that both of those teams do so that we're prepared and spending the time, quality time as far as on the court, ready to execute game plan discipline and keeping the mind fresh. So those are the things we'll do, but we won't do anything crazy, putting a demand on the body because it's a long season, mentally and physically. They've earned the right to chill, but we're chilling just for the moment. Let's make sure we stay locked and loaded. And what I'm gonna put a demand on also, I've been on teams in the playoffs. I've had teammates. You like, you saw that game last night? You saw what Junebug did? They're like, nah, what happened? No, what happened? We playing them next. You should be paying attention to these games. So these guys, I'm gonna put a demand that we watch these playoff games if you really want to win, so that I'm not coming in speaking a foreign language to you. You understand the strengths and weaknesses of these teams that we're about to face.
Now, for the most part, every team has, I'm not going to name names for examples, but you know what I mean when I say every team has a wild child or a dude that is going to do something just off the walls. How do you keep him in line or in check during this break? Is it as simple as having veterans on the team, or what do you do?
That's a great question. I don't know who you're talking about with the wild child, but I will say this: I played for a team in the league, and one of our starters was a big time player. He was valuable to what we did, and to the core, he was a huge piece of our identity and our culture. We did not want him to get a good night's sleep. Anytime he got a good night's sleep, he played awful. If he played cards all night or hung out or did whatever and got in at 4 in the morning, he was good for a double double. He was flat out legit, and you could tell right away that he was on edge. So some guys you want them to just do you because we can trust that doing you have the ability to come and take care of business when the game starts. if he gets a good night's sleep and he has some chicken and some mashed potatoes and some green beans, and all of a sudden you're like, what did this dude do last night? So be careful what you ask for.
What was your type? Was you good night's sleep or were you playing cards? When did you play best?
I wasn't always the dude I'm here today. Sometimes I got a good night's sleep. Sometimes I play cards. No.
17 years, you know when you was your best self. So what did you do to get in your best space mentally? Did you need 8 hours of sleep? Did you have to go?
No. I'm low maintenance. I had no needs. It wasn't like I needed my 8 hours or my 10 hours or my 4 hours, whatever. I was ready to play the game, whatever the situation was. And I'm not here. I'm here to protect that guy that I was talking about. But I love you, Dale Davis.
Oh man, you playing dirty today. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. Wow. I'm over here trying not to say names. You just dropping names. All right. Here's what we need, Pops. I need you to put on your coaching hat real quick. We gotta know if Mark Jackson is the coach of the New York Knicks. What are you saying to them to get them prepared for this next game?
3 words. Just 3 words. Bring it in. You don't need a speech. And that's part of the problem when you think you always have to deliver. If I got to motivate you with an opportunity to close out an all-time great Joel Embiid in Madison Square Garden and a Philadelphia 76ers team that has an edge and think that they can be out more physical than us and they're a better basketball team, and I read the quotes and they say that they're not panicking, that they believe that they still will win this series. Okay, you don't need me to give you a speech. Let's handle our business. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. Bring it in. That's it. That's it.
I like that. Nah, because you can't say too much and get your team overthinking or get your team out of their headspace. It is enough already. We in the Garden. It's Celebrity Row. They ready.
Think about it. We don't have our starting center. We just got a guy that played a minute and is out. We are hobbled. The point guard, Jalen Brunson, tweaked his ankle the last game, got up and finished. We are more than, I don't care who has to play, we are more than equipped to finish these dudes. Let's not mess around with what we have in front of us. Let's execute the assignment and move on. Get rid of these dudes.
No, that's right. Y'all got,
And then cheesesteaks for everybody.
Cheesesteak to go around?
Cheesesteaks for everybody.
Nah, they got players on the side. You're right. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. All right. Now I want to know the Pacers up 3-1. I need to know, what are you saying to them before this game to get them ready to seal the deal and send them packing?
Don't be disrespectful. They say no Giannis. They say no Dame. This is still a dangerous team with something to prove. I would make the case they got great competitors all throughout their lineup. And now all of a sudden they're going to have an opportunity to play and something to prove. Don't give them the stage to take advantage of this opportunity. Let's handle our business and not allow Giannis Antetokounmpo or Dame Dollar to get back healthy and whole, because then we got a whole different animal we have to face. It's not our fault that they're hurt and hampered. Let's take care of business and move on. We have a date with, they say, the New York Knicks. The experts say the New York Knicks. We have a date. I don't care if it's New York or Philadelphia. They're going to have to see us. But the first assignment is handling our business tonight. Let's go.
All right. I'm feeling that. Okay, you know what time it is. We need to know, it's a competitive night, who is the winner of the Mama There Goes That Man award tonight, Pops. Who is it?
It was a competitive night. But the winner of the Mama There Goes That Man award tonight goes to Jamal Murray.
Oh, my gosh.
Jamal Murray.
I got PTSD.
Jamal Murray. Hobbled and hampered. Questionable to be playing at all. Not 100%. Told his body, chill. I got work to do. Finished the assignment again for the second time down the stretch of a ball game against 2 legendary players, one that is in the GOAT discussion, and sent them to Cancun as my guy Bluu would say. Jamal Murray wins tonight. Mama, there goes that man award.
Oh, my goodness, man.
What are you doing?
Wow.
Who you want to say?
You giving me PTSD, man. It's a dude that had 38 tonight. Why couldn't you just name Derek White? Don't even say any words that start with the letter N for tonight. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Do you realize what Jamal Murray did?
Yes, why do you keep going in? I watched it too. Enough is enough, Pops. We the Laker Nation, let us breathe for a night.
Derek White won a playoff game against the Miami Heat in Miami. Jamal Murray scored 32 and hit the game winner against LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the Los Angeles Lakers when he wasn't 100%. Spectacular game, spectacular hoop. I got nothing against Derek White. He was a close second. But in this position, you have to make tough decisions. And tonight's award goes to Jamal Murray.
Way to rub it in, Pops. Go ahead, Jeff. Jeff, go ahead, put the graphics up. Thanks to our sponsors.
Oh, man.
Underdog Fantasy. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code. It's right there. We love Underdog Fantasy. They're keeping the lights on. Use the promo code MARK, that's M-A-R-K, and they're matching up to a $100 deposit. Rest in peace to the Lakers, man.
That's a wrap for this episode. Hold up. That's a wrap for this episode of The Night Mode on the Mark Jackson Show. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your love and support. My co-host Bluu thanks you, even though you're having a tough moment. Remember, it's documented that planes have crashed due to excess luggage. Too much weight on the plane has taken planes down. If that's the case, then what do you think it'll happen to you with the baggage that you're carrying? The unnecessary baggage that you're carrying. You're headed for disaster. I say let it go. Leave it alone. It is time to take off. Blessings.